Superstar Shooter 16 looks cool, but it's the organically developed high-skill but approachable gameplay that elevates the game to great status. Superstar Shooter 16 has been a multi-year-long project by solo developer JD Video Game Productions, and it's been in early access on Steam since about 2020.
I started making games with Unity. As soon as the pandemic ended, I got a job in, digital media, essentially. I work with people who make games with Unity, so it all worked out pretty nicely.
Developer Jamil says he eyed the Atari VCS for his first serious game from the start, and he's been active in the VCS Discord and forum communities throughout development. The game became the second to release a free demo to the VCS store in August, the first being Unsung Warriors at launch. It even got a hype/launch trailer from filmmaker and VCS enthusiast Kraz Productions, which made it into the game as the opening video.
This is Superstar Shooter 16, a high-octane sport chasing ball city raw arcade tunnel shooter. That's certain to put your skills to the test. And we hear you're the best.
Oh, I am.
Then show us what you're made of.
So since I've been getting hyped for the game a few months prior to release, its actual release date coincided with a weekend camping trip that I was taking with my son. So I did what any good VCS owner would do, and I took the VCS camping in this briefcase.
There's some VCS power! This is a purely skill game. This is only skill. Or well, maybe a tiny bit of luck, but basically purely skill.
Superstar Shooter 16 is an on-rails tube shooter. Think a bit of a mix of Star Fox 64 and Tempest, with special weapons and upgrades you can change in level. I found the warp ability to be the most useful as it let me get out of overwhelming situations without taking damage, but other abilities have you pause for a few seconds to shoot, or pause, then fire a blast, and you're invulnerable during those times as well. You also don't take damage when executing a barrel roll using a double tap of L1 or R1, or the twist on the classic. Getting into a rhythm of using barrel rolls and special abilities while holding down fire is key, though sometimes you don't want to shoot as it regenerates your shields when you don't, and lets you move more quickly. There's also an Atari VCS exclusive power-up, a Fuji, that restores health and shield and gets you points in a ×1 multiplayer. It might be a bit unfair for the high score compared to Steam users, but the leaderboards appear to be console-specific. Yes, Superstar Shooter 16 supports VCS-level leaderboards, and that alone might be a reason to buy it. Your score is based on the sum of all of the level scores you've achieved before you die. When your health is gone, it's game over. I found playing Superstar Shooter 16 best with a modern controller, but the classic joystick is fully supported. The game is only $6. There's a manual inside of the game, and I'd recommend reading it for important tips about items, enemies, and power-ups. The game itself can be picked up and played just fine, though. There are even monochromatic and lowered intensity modes to help people who might struggle with the presentation. Superstar Shooter 16 is trippy and tough, but it's also approachable and easy to play, and its sound, music, graphics, and gameplay come together really nicely. This may well end up being one of the best shooters on the VCS.
David grabbed onto this thing and it was like, yes, okay, I'm going to be on the Atari VCS. I know there's people in this community that are going to love this. It's not like I'm going to get ignored like I was on Steam or the Microsoft Store or any of that. So
like lost in the shuffle or whatever, right?
Jamil already has a placeholder for Superstar Shooter 16 ×2 on the JD Video Game Productions website, so it seems possible the game will eventually get a sequel. As of the time of this video, the game is also available on PC, on Steam, and the Microsoft Store, and on Xbox.
This game's fun. I love it. Oh my. Once this comes out on Steam, I'm buying it immediately. I'd buy it with my own money. I would literally do that. That's how much I like it.
Thanks for watching. I'll have more videos in the coming weeks, including videos about Ends Reach and Haunted House. If you want to like the video, it'll help spread the word about this channel to others, and subscribe to get these videos in your feed. Have fun.
Human mechanics.